Well, hello there my fellow wastanders. Welcome back to my channel and to a brand new Fallout 76 video. So today I will be showing you the best scorchbeast farming route in Fallout 76 as of 2021. So before we start, make sure that you sub the notification on to never miss a video from now on, and without further ado, let us start this video. So first thing first, we want to look at this map. This is a scorchbeast spawning map. As you can see, there are red circles and yellow circles. We don't want anything to do with those yellow circles. We want to focus on the red circles. So as you can see in the cranberry bog region down here, there are 3 red circles that are extremely close to each other, which indicates that the chance of scorchbeast spawning in that area is much higher compared to any other location on the map. Now if we look at the normal map, as you can see, it's here in this region. So what you're going to do is either you want to fast travel to Fissure Site Prime or Glass Cavern. I usually skip Glass Cavern because there are a lot of scorch in that area. So if you start from Glass Cavern, you'll go through a lot of bullet for a potential scorch beast. In my opinion, it's not worth it. But if you have bullets to spare, start from Glass Cavern. I usually start from Fissure Site Prime. But before we fast travel, I want to tell you a few things that will help you do this run much more efficient. So if this is your first run of the day, do it on your private server if you have Fallout for a subscription. You might ask why. Well, on your private server, no one has been into any of these regions, meaning that no one has killed any of the scorch in that area, so you'll have a much higher chance of finding scorch beasts in these areas. However, if it is your second or third run after you've done your first one, do it on a public server, because the respawn times on almost all of the enemies in Fallout 76 depend on how many players are online in a server. The more players that are online in a server, the less time it will take for these monsters to respawn. In a normal public server, it usually takes around 30 minutes for these to respawn, but in your private server, it usually takes about 90 minutes for these to respawn. So that is why it's much better to do your second and third run on a public server. Also, make sure that you have cycle buffs on you, because you're gonna go through a lot of ammunition, and a cycle buff will increase your damage output by 25%, meaning that you're gonna save a lot of ammo if you pop one of these before shooting a scorch beast. So make sure that you have a couple of these on hand. If you don't have any, I have a video on how to farm these, you could check that out. But now we want to go ahead and fast travel to Fissure Site Prime. So when you fast travel, the game will spawn us here. So you want to go ahead and make our way towards the Fissure site. As you can see, there are 2 dead scorch beasts in this area, meaning that someone has recently been here. Normal scorch also spawn on Fissure sites. So if you don't see any scorch, that only means that someone had recently been here and has killed all of the scorch. As you can see, someone has been here, so there is no point in staying here. So now we want to go ahead and make our way towards Fissure site. Either run to it or fast travel there, your choice. So as we fast travel, the game will spawn us here. We want to go ahead and make our way towards the Fissure site itself.
A few moments later.
So as you can see, this time Scorch and Scorch Beast has spawned in this region. So obviously want to go ahead and kill all of the Scorch and Scorch Beast. Let's start. So that's our first scorch beast. Cool, not bad. Now let's move to the next location after I've killed these scorches. So next we want to fast travel to this Fissure site. As you can see on this map, there's only one red circle here. However, it is in between the cranberry bog Fissure sites and this Fissure site, which is in between both of those. So why not just hit it, right? So let's go ahead and fast travel here. So when we fast travel, the game will spawn us here. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the Fissure site itself. So when you get to this fissure site, make sure that you look around this area, because unlike other fissure sites, scorched usually don't spawn here, and the chances of scorched and scorchbeast spawning in this area is quite low. Maybe stay here for 5 minutes. Usually a scorchbeast would spawn by then. If not, it doesn't really matter, because our next destination is this fissure site. As you can see, there are 2 red circles here. Shows that there's a decent chance that a scorchbeast would spawn here. And this fissure site is exactly in between our previous fissure site that we've been to and the next fissure site that we want to fast travel to. So there is really no harm in checking this place, even though the chance of a scorchbeast spawning in this place is quite low. So I've been here for a couple of minutes and so far nothing has spawned. So let's move to the next fissure site, which is this fissure site over here. So we want to go ahead and fast travel here. So when we fast travel, the game will spawn us here. Let us go ahead and make our way towards the fissure site itself. As you can see, oh, well, there's a scorchbeast here. Hallelujah, let's go kill it. And this scorchbeast is also down. Let's loot him, finish the rest of the scorch, and move to the next location. So personally, I usually stop here, but some of my friends like to also hit this fissure site over here. Now this is not very good like the previous one. There's only a singular circle here, so you're gonna spend some extra cap fast traveling there. But if you really want to maximize your chances of getting more scorchbeasts, you could go ahead and fast travel here. I'll fast travel there to see what happens this time. So as you fast travel, the game will spawn us here. And would you look at that, there's a scorchbeast here, so let's go ahead and kill it. So as I'm trying to kill the scorchbeast, I think that'll be it for this video. These 4 were the best locations to farm scorchbeast in Fallout 76. You could try this again after 30 minutes if you're playing on a public server, or after 2 hours if you're playing on your solo server, and you'll most probably find new enemies in these locations. The link to the map that I showed you is in the description. You could download that map and follow it yourself. So guys, that'll be it for this video. If you have any questions left, feel free to ask me in the comment section or join my Discord server, link in the description, and I will catch you on our next video. Take care.